What did I just watch? Wow. What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Arsenal match reaction here at the Cup Chasers podcast. Fulham have embarrassed the Arsenal 2-1 at Craven Cottage. And my God, what an awful, disgusting, disgraceful performance from the Arsenal today. I felt sick to my stomach that entire second half. Like, legitimately, the whole second half just felt sick, literally physically sick to my stomach that whole second half. What did I just watch? Why do we continue to concede on corners? What in the world has happened to our defending on corner kicks? Are you joking? Is that a joke? What? I don't understand. Last season, we went like 20 games without conceding a single goal on corner kicks. And now we're giving goals away on corner kicks for free. Okay, we're not scoring goals recently. We're in a tough patch. But at least we were defending well. What happened to that? Did we really just lose the midfield battle to Fulham? Did we really just lose the midfield battle to Fulham? Are you serious? We haven't controlled a game since before Liverpool. Did we really just repeat last season? Couldn't win at Anfield, dropped to West Ham, and then the very next game we dropped again. But this time, instead of the draws, we lost both of them. Did we really just throw the league again, just like the same as we did last season? Did that really just happen? What did I just watch? How have we're not winning second balls? We're not winning first balls. We're not even challenging for first balls. That includes Declan Rice. That includes Kai Havertz, Martin Odegaard, Saliba, Gabriel. You guys hardly challenged. You hardly laid a glove on Fulham. How did we lose the midfield battle to Fulham? We didn't control territory. We didn't control space. We hardly even looked bothered. There was no energy. It was listless. There was no drive, no verve, no... Did you just stop playing after 4 minutes? Did we just decide that, okay, we scored an early goal, that means we're going to win the game? And you stop playing after 4 minutes? What? Wow. I thought that in the first half we were like, okay. I mean, we definitely took the foot off the gas like immediately and kind of sat back and you know, we're willing to concede possession. But I mean, that couldn't have been the game plan. That could not have been the game plan to get up a goal and sit back. That could not have been the game plan. Speaking of game plans, Jakob Kiwior, left back, for real? We couldn't figure something else out? He's awful. He was terrible today. We want him inverting into the midfield? That's a joke. Jakob Kiwior inverting into the midfield and controlling our possession going forward, controlling the progression of the passing going forward. That's where we're at. That's awful. That's so awful. Eddie Nketieh? Nothing. You're a ghost, man. Why? You're not good enough. He's not good enough. He has to go. Tomorrow. Sell him because we need to make room. I desperately need Ivan Toney at this football club. I desperately need someone who can score goals because apparently Martinelli and Saka have forgotten how to unless it falls to his feet in the 6-yard box and the goalie's behind him. And all it is a tap in because we've forgotten how to score goals. Saka, you have a point-blank shot in the box. The ball is slowly coming down to you. You have plenty of time to time it out, and you hit it into row C19. Just trying to smash the Tottenham fan 17 rows up. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute and utter embarrassment. You should all hang your heads in shame. Absolute shame, because that is terrible. Terrible. Why Jesus? I mean, you can't punish Jesus for being horrible in front of goal when Eddie Nketieh is the replacement. Anonymous. Absolutely anonymous today. Didn't do anything for the build-up. Didn't make any runs. He was stagnant. Ever since the Jesus came back from injury after Eddie's run, he hasn't even looked bothered. He's had like half the energy you normally see him. And the bogus BS that Arteta came out with early in the season about Eddie working hard and that's why he deserves to start. No, there's none of that. That's gone. There's none of that. Is he mad? Like, is he petulant? Is he just refusing to work because he's not number one choice? Bro, you're not good enough. Simple. And he wasn't good enough today. He wasn't even close. At least when Jesus came on, he worked harder than literally everyone else that was on the field. Martin Odegaard, man, you're what is going on? What is going on with Martin Odegaard? Terrible. He's not even taking responsibility. He's not even taking. How many times today did I see guys throwing their hands up, looking around, arguing with their teammates? Gabriel and Rice arguing with each other. Odegaard yelling at somebody because they didn't get the press right. Are you serious? And we didn't even like make a tactical switch to work on the fact that William was going really, really narrow and Robinson was going up on the left-hand side. We got scored on when we leave Robinson free. We gave the corner kick that we got scored on because Saka just lifts his man free. The first time Saka lifts Robinson free, they get a shot on target. And Raya makes a save. Easy save, but still, like, that's where the space was. And Ben White. I don't know who's telling you to give man 3 yards of space in the box in your one-on-one defending, but it's a disgrace. You can't, especially not William, because that's like what he does is the curler. Give him 3 yards of space, he's just going to dunk it in. Why? Who has told? I think Ben White's carrying an injury. He has to be carrying an injury. It has to be out of fear that he gives his man so much space in the one-on-one situations. He has to be terrified to get run past. That's why he's keeping the game in front of him, giving so much space in front of him, and it's embarrassing. You're getting burned. He's getting wrecked every single time because instead of being brave and trusting in yourself, you're giving the space up and you're giving up chance after chance after chance after shot after just time all day on the ball in the box, in the box. It's awful. It's awful, and it has to stop. I don't understand why the coaching staff haven't told you, dude, if you're injured, tell us and we'll figure it out. If not, you have to absolutely get closer to your man. You have to get closer to your man. You have to. It's awful. It's costing us huge. Costing us humongous. Kai Havertz, man, back to your Chelsea settings. Back to Chelsea settings for Kai Havertz. That was a disgrace. You were nowhere. You didn't do anything. You didn't offer anything at all. Back to invisibility cloak settings. That's what it was today. He had the invisibility cloak on. Didn't do a thing. Didn't do a thing. Yeah, and then we did nothing. Absolutely nothing in the second half. Absolutely nothing. We didn't even have the most possession in the second half. We didn't execute our game plan at all. We didn't do anything. Absolutely disgusting performance in the second half. It wasn't good in the first half. It was awful in the second half. And wow, didn't control possession. Didn't dominate territory. Didn't make any tactical switches to improve, to try and break them down. I actually tried to make a count of how many times Martinelli and Saka took their man on. We took the 3 in the second half, 3 times in the second half, which is a disgrace. It's terrible. It's terrible. And they're just not it's I'm losing faith with these performances that we can even get close to the Premier League title, because it's so tight up at the top now that we're fourth. We're solidly in fourth place now. Solidly in fourth place, because when Poole smashed Newcastle, we're 5 points back. We're 5 points back when they smashed Newcastle. And City were already level with us. They had already drawn level with us. Now they have a game in hand. versus Brentford, and they're going to. It's already looking dire. It's already looking really bad. Awful stuff today, and I don't even like. There's no one to even pick out. Saliba even misjudged 2 balls in the air and allowed Jimenez. We allowed Raul Jimenez to boss our defenders. We just got wrecked in the midfield. How do you lose the midfield to Fulham? This is embarrassing. I can't even like. My stomach physically hurts. Like I'm physically ill from watching that. An absolute disgrace. I don't even know how to look forward, because we haven't done anything that we're good at in like 4 games. I don't know what has to happen. I know for a fact though that we have to buy a striker in January. It's embarrassing the lack of quality we have up top. The lack of finishing, killer instinct, and edge we have up top is absolutely embarrassing. No one gambles. There's no killer. We don't have a killer. Jesus admitted himself that he doesn't score goals, that's not what he does. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that there's no one at Arsenal, a club that big with this kind of history, that we haven't had anybody who would tell you that I'm the killer, I'm the guy that's going to score goals since Thierry Henry. It's been 20 years since we've had anybody who opposition teams fear. There's no one on this team that they're afraid of, especially not, it's not Saka this season. We're not afraid of him. We're not afraid of Martinelli. They're hardly even taking their guys on. Double team them, and they can't do anything. They always pull it up and pass it backwards. Awful. It's terrible. Arsenal are in an absolute shambles right now. Absolute, utter shambles. And they have to clean it up. They have to clean it up because ambitions are plummeting. Because the standards have fallen so low in the last 5 games, ambition is in the basement. Because I just don't see a way we're keeping up with these kinds of performances. It has to improve phenomenally, dramatically, incredibly, immediately, or the season is already dwindling down the drain. If we bring this against Liverpool in the FA Cup, there goes the cup. Awful. Absolutely embarrassing and awful today. Nothing good to say about that performance. Nothing at all. It has to get better. I don't know what else there is. Thanks for listening, guys. Get the likes up on the video. Thanks for being here. And subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 200 subscribers. Getting there as fast as we can. Go ahead and get the notification bell on as well, so you know when the next video drops. Again, I appreciate you being here, and we can only hope that the Arsenal improves. You guys will see me next time.